It's about 15 minutes from the crime scene. You can see that truck in the distance behind me. A community is fighting to get a closer fire station after several close calls with brush fires across the canal. Take a look at this trailer turned over on its side. Think about the amount of wind power it takes to turn over a structure like this. Just take a look at this road here. There's still plenty of police presence. You'll notice the caution tape next to me. Water is still draining down these ditches along Thanksgiving Avenue in Port St. Lucie. We're just moments away from hearing President Donald Trump speak at the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches. Could the city of Stuart be banning train horns? Not entirely. They can't do that. That light just turned red here at PGA Boulevard and US 1. I'm timing it to see how long it takes to turn green. This is a giant drill. It's going 200 feet underground so that it could prep for power lines. While Minnesota is over 1,000 miles away, the impact of Saturday's shooting is being felt across the country. We've been seeing that energy. Check me out. I am decked out, got a championship belt on, Stanley Cup, go Panthers. People here are just ready to go. I am seeing that energy all day. These people have been out here, some of them since 8 a.m. You can still see the bullet holes on the hood of this car and on the walls of this mobile home. Problem is, there's not a ton of beach left. You'll notice how the sand dune here just sharply drops off. It was a matchup of two very strong teams. We had Jupiter Warriors coming into this game with a 7-0 record. This is the home of a couple that lives in Spanish Lakes. They're desperate for answers. They weren't home when FEMA came to do the initial inspection, and they've been waiting for FEMA to return ever since. Until they do, they can't get the help they need to move forward.
You're on the queue, you're on the queue, you're on the queue, you're on the queue.
That's what Kathy Kish has been told time and time again by FEMA.
I've been to the centers 3 times, and I've called them every single day since October the 17th.
Kish and her husband, Barry Lamb, have been displaced since a tornado destroyed their home.
There it is. We got a tornado.
Cell phone video shows the moment Barry was swept off his feet.
The storm kept coming toward me, and then it opened up and threw me from here into here and threw me up against the wall here.
Now they spend their days at this hotel in Port St. Lucie.
Welcome to our new home.
It's where they've spent the last 2 weeks.
My stove, my dishwasher, my wash machine and dryer don't have access to it.
They've waited almost 2 months for FEMA to inspect the damages.
FEMA's done everybody here except for us now. Without FEMA to come in here and give us money, we can't move into a new house.
They say they missed the initial inspection because they were staying with family in Pensacola. Despite multiple attempts to get FEMA to return, they're still waiting.
This was not chosen. We didn't choose this. The tornado did.
I did reach out to FEMA. A spokesperson told me they couldn't discuss this specific case, but they will work to connect them with resources. And as they head into the holiday season,
and I see everybody else and how happy they are. I had that once. I don't have it now. I don't have no home.
A couple desperate for progress, hoping they can get into a new home soon. Cassandra Garcia, WPTV News. Fort Pierce is buying time with a temporary fix. They're using this spot to get onto the beach to fight erosion threatening homes and streets, while more work gets done at Jetty Park Beach. At Jetty Park Tuesday, beachgoers are hearing more than just the sound of the surf. That's because emergency measures are underway to control erosion.
We're just going to have to dump sand every day.
Commissioner Michael Broderick gave me a tour of the work they're doing.
They're bringing in sand to create a ramp down to the beach, which is going to be very challenging because even at low tide, the water is quite high. That way they can get equipment onto the beach and start spreading material that way.
That'll buy them time until they can start re-nourishment in March.
We're fighting the clock because we need 6 weeks of time.
It's a temporary solution to the severe erosion at Jetty Park. Just south of the beach, Steve Tarr's home is just 8 feet from the shoreline.
Last Saturday night, we lost about 8 feet of dune, as well as half of my dune walkover, which is now floating somewhere probably near the Bahamas by now.
For Tarr, the concern goes beyond damage to his property.
If the dune breaches in the next several days without without work. You will have closed roads. You'll have seawater, salt water in the infrastructure.
He says the problem has been escalating for some time now.
It would have been a little bit better if the county, the state had got involved maybe a couple months ago and avoid the situation, but the efforts they're putting in now is really spectacular.
Commissioner Broderick said the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers failed to secure a vendor for the Nourishment project last year, putting it a year behind schedule.
The damage is already done. We're trying to prevent further damage to infrastructure. We are doubling our efforts to bring in more equipment, more material to solve the problem.
I'm told the beach will remain closed until after the Re-nourishment project is completed in March. Cassandra Garcia, WPTV News. At Stewart Beach, a red flag warns swimmers of the high risk for rip currents. It was a day much like Thursday when Erica Wishart and Brian Warder drowned on Hutchinson Island back in June. Brian and a couple of the kids were in the water, and then they made it out, and then Brian told the kids, wait on the shore, I'm gonna go get your mom. And then he ran back in the ocean, and he lost his life trying to save her. The couple's family say they were on vacation, staying in a condo with a private unguarded beach. There's no way for a tourist or for a visitor to come down and know, okay, today's a really rough day, because they don't have signage.
You've got to start defining the risk when you say swim at your own risk.
Now, Wishart's sister, Amy Janigan, is fighting for reform. I'd like to start with the resorts because that's where you have a lot of tourists. She's hoping the state of Florida updates its laws to require lifeguards at resorts and private beaches, and more signage too. Had there been a flag, had there been a warning, had there been information to educate them, they wouldn't have gotten the water. Martin County says most unguarded beaches warn of no lifeguards and have signage about rip currents. Janigan took her plea for safety improvements to the Martin County Commissioners meeting. They had no idea because there was no flags. Both families say they're still grieving the loss of two amazing people. I mean, they were just like the cutest couple, and they both were kind of on their chapter too. The next chapter is being written by two heartbroken families determined to fight the strong current that comes with change. I want what happened to our family to maybe save someone else.
I hope that we save somebody in the future.
Cassandra Garcia, WPTV News.